A Double-A manager addresses his team before their season opener. For many of these young men, it is their first game as a professional.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Tonight, the first of this 4-game weekend set between the Trenton Thunder. At the plate, Darren James.
The designated hitter, Darren James. Here we go now. Come on now. One time.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. Calvert rounds third and is digging for the plate. The relay, and he'll get in there safely. And that right there was his first Double-A base hit. I would imagine he's got to feel pretty good about that.
I'm sure he does, Matt. A lot of guys never get to Double-A baseball, and even though this isn't the end goal for him, it's always nice to get on the stat sheet as you move up through the minors.
Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Tennis right there. Only play is going to be to first, so score it as an RBI ground out as the lead moves to 2. Trying to pick things up now where he left off, Darren James.
Darren James.
Hey, he's ready. Here's the first offering. And that misses inside 1-0.
That was a good take right there. Look, double play situation, and this guy's got a nasty split that makes you hit the ground ball. You're probably going to see it. That was a nice job of taking that pitch.
Right here.
And he misses again, 2-0.
On 2-0, you can bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive. Might be thinking about picking on that big hole between first and second.
There you go, let fly.
Here it comes, 2-0. A line shot to third base, but the runner is back to avoid the double play. Ready for another shot now. Darren James, 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lifted in the air out to center field. Kincaid giving chase. 2 down. Digging in once again, Darren James. He'll be the one to start things out as we begin the 10th. Little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. Stewart moves over near the line as he... In a close game like this, you look for that one guy who produced when it mattered most, and this is the guy. He's our top player of the game.
Well, everyone wants to get their...
Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the Double-A Eastern League. Now at the plate, Darren James. He drove in the other of their 2 runs last night. Into the windup and the pitch. Back up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Well, if I'm pitching, I got to be shaking my head. That's the last thing I'm thinking is he's going to hit a ball down and away and handle it as well as he did to get a base hit.
Now to the plate, Wendell Pesky. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a high fastball for a strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. Now we'll step off and fire to the bag, and he'll get back in safely. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Digging in, Lionel DaCosta. He drove in one of their 2 runs in last night's ball game. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors. Digging in to try it again, Darren James. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit back up the middle. That gets through, and he'll start the inning off with a base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, Wendell Pesky comes into this at runners off for second. Swinging a looper to left. Stewart moving in, 1 away. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Chance, Lionel DaCosta. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Pitch, strike 3 called. The throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
I like the aggressiveness with 2 strikes to put the runner in motion. Sometimes that can backfire, and it can turn into one of those strike him out, throw him out double plays, but he was able to get there safely at second.
Swing and a ball pulled hard down the line in left. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. And he will pull into second with an RBI double. Digging in and looking for more, Darren James. A couple of singles to his credit thus far.
James. Come on, let it fly right here.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Calling for it, Kincaid. And that's the 3rd out. A couple of walks, but no. Digging in the switch hitter, Darren James. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one.
James.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lined back over second. And this inning starts with a solid base hit. So their half of the 8th opens with a man aboard.
Well, that's his 3rd hit of the night. And are you surprised? That's 3 singles. Now sits 3 for 4 with 3 singles. Not a bad night.
Number 35.
Striding in once again, Wendell Pesky. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw.
Well, they've got a small lead. Wow, that's a rarity. A 1-0 game in baseball these days. Both of these pitchers pitched awfully well. It's a shame one of them had to lose this game.
Fans, our final line score.
The show's continuing coverage of Eastern League Baseball is on the air. At the plate, Darren James. He also had 3 hits in the win last night. First offering on its way. Line, but speared on a hop. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Standing in, Darren James. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Darren James.
First delivery to him on the way. To short, hit hard. Played on the backhand. Off balance throw, gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. Off of 1 leg, in the hole, falling away. That is pure magic. More of the show, Saturday Baseball, after this. Ready once again, Darren James. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Darren James.
Down the first baseline. Oh, he makes the stop. Hats off to that one. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Darren James.
Designated hitter, Darren James.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is line to left. Stewart is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first out. Striding in, Darren James. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. And this is lined hard to deep left. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice two-bagger.
Now batting, second baseman.
Stepping up to the plate, Donovan Solano. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. Sliced hard on the ground, and that's through into right field for a base hit. James rounds the corner and is headed home. And he is out at the plate, trying to get a little too greedy when he didn't need to be, and this ball game is over.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the... Digging in, Darren James. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's around first, heading for 2. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
Stepping in, William Calvert.
Catcher, William Calvert.
A swinging bunt to the mound. Throw won't get him at first. An infield single, and it's first and third now.
Well, Matt, this inning just got interesting. It's got a chance to be pretty big. You start the inning with a double, now you get the single, and you're sitting first and third, and here they come.
Second baseman, Frank Tobin.
2-0 count. Here it comes. A cold strike on the inside corner. Runners are at first and third with none out. A shot down the first baseline. One there on to first, and it's a double play, though that first run of the ball game is across to score.
It certainly looked like they...
Stepping up now, Darren James.
Darren James.
Hey, let it rip, let it go.
Ball 1.
Outside,
That's a tough pitch to recognize. A backdoor cutter, you just don't see that very often.
We're in the 4th. 3-2 is our score.
Pitch, see through, huh? Let's go.
Line drive to left. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Another hit right there. Man, he is having a big series right here on the road. He's having some kind of impact on this series, the way he's collecting base hits.
Coming to the plate now, William Calvert, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. This is on the ground over to first. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And a relay home. And not in time as the run scores.
Well, he comes up with a big RBI single right there. And now we're starting all over. Right where we started, tie ball game.
So striding forward now, Frank Tobin. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now the 0-2 pitch. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield. And the infield fly rule will be in effect here. Stepping into the box, Lionel DaCosta. comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
DaCosta.
Nice rip, big dog.
And that's through into left, a base hit. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
Whoa, he hit that one a little bit too hard. Line drive single, but the runner at second had to hold up, so he's not going to score, but nice piece of hitting anyway.
Into the box now, Lane McMillan. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Lane McMillan.
Hey, let's go, big fella.
Set to deliver on 2-1. This one's down to third. There's one. Out. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. So striding in, Darren James. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance.
James.
Come on, big guy. Hey, now.
Into the windup and the pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Kincaid ranging back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he is into second base with a double, his third hit this afternoon.
When you play with fire, you have to expect to get burned once in a while. He's about as hot as you can get right now. They continue to pitch to him, and he continues to make them pay. Nice double off the wall here.
So stepping in, William Calvert. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. 4-3 our score here as we play inning number 6. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that's going to fall for a base hit. The throw home. And he will slide across with the tying run as they battled back to knot things at 4.
Well, that's a nice hit. We're right back where we started with that RBI base hit. The game is tied.
Now batting, Darren James. 3 hits, including a pair of doubles for him thus far.
James.
Into the windup and the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1.
Hey, let it rip right
Bases
here.
are empty here with 2 men out. That's lifted the other way out to left. Stewart is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Nothing across here this half. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. Trenton leads this one 5-4.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
A fast-developing prospect has his first encounter with the media. If his progress continues, it will be the first of many such encounters. This aspect of life as a ball player will demand the learning of an entirely new kind of skill set.